Ladies and gentlemen, good morning to all of you. It is my privilege and honor to be here among so many eminent personalities and industry leaders. Mumbai Port Authority Chairman Sri Rajiv Jalota has extended his warm greetings to all of you who, due to his busy schedule with regards to upcoming event Global Maritime India Summit, could not attend this conference. With regards to port, it plays a very important role in logistic chain of any cargo being traded globally and facilitating the services required for logistic support of various types of cargoes such as break bulk cargoes, dry bulk, automobile, project cargoes, containers, liquid bulk cargoes, including oils, chemicals, and gases. Sustainable chemical logistics at port are essential for minimizing environmental impact and ensuring safe handling and transportation of hazardous chemicals. It is not only our moral obligation but also our necessity for the well-being of our planet and future generation to rethink how we handle the transportation of chemicals and hazardous chemical cargoes. It is not only our uh, ports have a multiple number of berths and various other anchorages for handling cargoes. These berths are connected to the refineries on shore through subsea pipelines, thereby enabling direct transfer of crude oil and finished products to and from the refineries. Usually all ports have network of road and railway which connects to the mainstream of the nation to provide end-to-end logistic support to its customers. Ports are developing its available land parcel at various locations, having connectivity to main hinterland as logistic parks. These parks will provide facilities such as multi-story warehouses, office spaces, e-commerce warehouses, fuel stations, recreational areas, and shopping malls for providing favorable ecosystem to the logistics required by various stakeholders. Similarly, to meet the requirements of the traders, feasibility for infrastructure development to provide and facilitate the transportation of cargo, various berths and jetties are being constructed. This does not only requires a development of berth but also associated logistic infrastructure such as construction of new pipeline and roads connecting to the mainland and allocation of lands for storage and distribution of chemicals. It, it also involves deepening of the channel to enable handling of larger and deep drafted vessels without waiting for tidal window, thus avoiding any delays. Ports are now using SCADA, Supervisory Control and Data Acquisition System, which is an advanced control system with state-of-art technique to modernize the operation of fuel and chemical handling berths of ports. Globally, all the newly built ports and revamped ones are using this cost-effective technology for enhanced safety of cargo and environment, as well as for increasing the efficiency of marine oil terminals. Gas and fire detection systems is also installed and integrated with this system for safety measures. Implementation of the said system will reduce cost of manpower and ease of operational activity as well as ensuring round-the-clock tanker operations, avoiding any loss and delays in loading and unloading of tankers. In view of the above development, the Green Port Guidelines has been developed by the competent authority, namely Harit Sagar, for ensuring environmental and ecological balance to reduce carbon intensity and to develop an environment-friendly ecosystem at major ports with participation of all stakeholders, including terminal operator, logistic service providers, partner government agencies, shipping lines, etc. The aim is to position major port as hub of economic growth and development in a sustainable manner, which has to be achieved through the optimization of port procedures, inducting green technology, reducing wastage, taking steps for reducing the carbon intensity per unit of cargo handled, and initiatives for achieving the decarbonization benchmark set out in the government's Panchamrit commitments. Ports have taken initiatives in line with Harit Sagar Green Port guidelines, which include baseline study, where the data of various energy consumptions is collected, on the basis of which a roadmap for achieving carbon neutrality will be prepared for further incorporation and implementation. A pilot project for sustainable dredging through treatment of dredge material is also under consideration. Since the dredge material at present is being dumped at sea, the utility of the same will provide a better future prospect for maintaining the ecosystem. To provide ship-shore green power to vessels, shore power for ships is planned. To increase the use of renewable energy, solar rooftop installation is commissioned. Additionally, green power is being procured to ensure port runs on 100% renewable energy. Pilot project for hydrokinetic tidal installation is also under consideration. To develop green belt at ports, Eco Park is planned to be developed through CSR activities. For retrofitting of port crafts, pilot project of wooden launches and port craft is planned. For retrofitting of engines, for shifting to alternate source of energy to reduce GHG emissions. When the logistic industry moves in a direction for reducing the GHG emissions for low carbon footprint, there is a high probability of utilization of alternate fuel. In view of these upcoming developments, Port is also developing its infrastructure for providing the required fuel and fuel stations. Ports are developing FSRU, floating storage and regasification unit, for the vessels and other transport system which may require LNG as fuel. Ports are also in a view of developing fueling stations of other alternate fuels which are trending globally, such as biogas, ammonia, methane, hydrogen, etc. Ports are already in the process of providing shore power to crafts and vehicles to reduce fossil fuel emissions. As it is evident that the whole logistic is in the transition phase, and the most feasible and achievable target is the development and retrofitting of present engines with the hybrid engines involving fuel and electricity. Logistics are immensely affected by the policy and procedures of every organization. Ports are reviewing and developing its present module for ease of doing businesses. For the purpose, the immediate action is to bring all the procedures, permission, message transfer and tracking on a digital platform accessible to the concerns. This digitalization and availability of information for planning and tracking of cargo is holistically taken up by the ministry to bring all the relevant and concerned ministries which play a vital role in the development of infrastructure and logistics through Gati Shakti. Ports have incorporated all the guidelines and uploaded all the information as required by the ministries. PM Gati Shakti incorporates the infrastructure scheme of various ministries and state governments like Bharatmala, Sagarmala, inland waterways, dry land ports, etc. Economic zones like textile cluster, pharmaceutical texture, defense corridor, electronic park, industrial corridors, fishing cluster, agri zones will be covered to improve connectivity and make Indian businesses more competitive. The chemical industry is vital to our modern way of life, yet it comes with its own share of challenges, from environmental hazards to safety concerns. By examining the integration of green practices, technological innovations and stringent safety measures in chemical logistics at our port, we can usher in an era of responsibility and sustainable progress. To gain more perspective of the development and initiatives that are taken up by the ports, you all are cordially invited to attend the Global Maritime India Summit, which is going to be held in Mumbai on 17th to 19th of October 2003. Please visit the site www.maritimeindiasummit.com for more information and registrations. I appreciate your valuable time. Thank you so much.